Hello, everyone, and welcome to the SpyParty Summer Cup 2022. Was it the ninth year or was it eighth? Eighth or ninth? It's
Pretty sure it's ninth.
Yeah, ninth year in a
It
row.
might be 10th. 2013 is banging around my head. I think this might be the 10th, man.
Ooh, that's a long.
The dog agrees.
We've been sitting here for 10 minutes before the stream started, and he has not done
Not
out
a
of a sound.
Not a peep in our
As
call.
soon as the stream, Simba's excited for the Summer Cup. Goodness. What a start! What a start to I'm gonna Simba. Hey.
Sound
No.
check. Sound check. Honestly, that whole thing.
Oh no.
Be more insightful than that noise. So.
Okay. Well, let's I guess get on into it. This time we are doing. Sorry, everyone. I didn't have time to write everyone's name down physically. So we do have a wheel. We have a spinner. If I can, what? Get it to show
Yeah.
up. Hello.
I like how you're apologizing for having a more advanced technical solution than you normally have. I'm really sorry I don't have jank little pieces of paper I threw together in a hat. I feel real bad about that.
We have a real official wheel here this time around. So I mean, I don't have anything else to say. You want to get started, Trek?
Yeah, sure. Wait. There's one more thing before we start.
One more thing.
Do you know what it is?
What? It?
Okay. Go ahead. There we go.
Every
It's the Summer
time,
Cup, baby.
every time
It's
with the Summer Cups.
It's the
Gotta have
Summer Cup, baby.
sunglasses.
The Summer Cup. Let's go.
All right. Well, let's get the first spin on in, and it's very exciting. It takes like 10 seconds to spin all the way around. Our first pick of the Summer Cup is sauerkraut.
Okay. Sauerkraut. Nice.
Sauerkraut is our first pick.
I guess that's a summery food. You put that on hot dogs. Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan, really, but I live in Pittsburgh where everybody but me likes sauerkraut. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is a Pittsburgh thing for sure.
It's a huge Pittsburgh thing, yeah. Put it on our pierogies, which is also a Pittsburgh thing.
Yes. Yeah. I'm sure that is. I mean, actually, yes, I do know that's a thing. Group A. That's our first one, and we're doing this as per usual. We are doing a snake, so we go from A to H, then we do H again, all the way back to A, then A again, all the way back to H, and ad nauseum until we're done. Until 5 people are drawn into each group. We have 40 players, so we have 10 groups of 5 players each. Right?
The math checks out.
8 groups of power. 8 groups. 8 groups of 5. I can't do math. It's fine. Let's continue on with our spins. Number 2.
Number 2, or Group B. 2B. You could just switch back and forth between letters and numbers.
Right. Exactly.
It's fine.
We have wrestler picked real early here.
Yeah, a couple of names right away.
Yeah.
And by that I don't mean people with names. You know what I mean.
People who have been around for a while have had some
a little
pretty interesting
success.
results.
Yeah, could beat, say, a rusty player like myself probably if I decided to suddenly come back and play.
Yeah. Oh.
Probably kick my butt.
Is that what you're saying you're going to be doing, Troy? Is that?
No. Because I have to play people like wrestler and sauerkraut.
Don't excite me.
I've just established. No, look, I got too many things to do. It's summer. I can't be inside all day.
You have been playing softball, right?
Yeah, I played a game earlier today, but then I've also been casting, so I'm full of it. Don't worry about it.
Absolutely full of it. I mean, we all know you're going to come back for SMC. Come on. You've got the spot already from being
on to the next draw.
On to the next draw. Sure thing, Track. Sure thing.
Yeah.
Let us get the next draw in. It's gonna be shit. Excuse me, folks. I didn't remove wrestler from the wheel accidentally. But we have
Did wrestler come up again?
Wrestler could come up again. Because I forgot to remove wrestler from the wheel before I span the next one.
Spanned the spinner.
Span the spinner.
Spin the spanner.
But we do have banana bread.
Banana bread.
Which is always such an exciting name to hear, not only because of the obvious reason, but we all, banana bread has really impressed me as a player, especially with how relatively new. I mean, actually, not anymore. I would say banana bread's fairly been here for a fairly long time now, but got really good really quickly. So I'm always excited to see banana bread. I cannot. Have you noticed that the
calm, slow,
the
slow
speaking
down,
is difficult.
slow down. It is, especially when it's done as fast as you and I like to do it. So
that's true.
My only analysis here is that I accidentally wrote banana spread, and I'm keeping it.
Banana spread.
Because that sounds good.
It's a new food idea for you?
That sounds like a really good idea, actually. Just you can mash it right up. Anyway, banana spread. It sounds like a good summer food for cookouts.
Yeah, and now we have for our next. I mean, maybe we get more food names. I know we have had a couple of those already.
Oh yeah, the food names. That's a thing.
I don't think wobble is exactly a food. It's more of an action.
It's much more of an action. Yeah. I'm gonna go out on that limb with you and say that wobbling, not a food. The concept of wobbling.
Shocking enough. But yeah, wobble into Group D. This is, of course, all the first players into each of their groups. So we don't know anything about who's joining them quite yet. But it'll be fun to see how these groups start to form up. And let's get on into Group E.
Let's do it.
Group E with the next spin of the wheel. It's gonna be... Is that Calamay? It's Calamay.
Calamay. Cool.
Calamay.
I like saying calamay. It sounds like a food to me. It's
Uh,
not a food, but I know it sounds like calamari.
I don't think calamay is a food.
It's not. No. I'm just saying it sounds like one. It sounds French, you know?
But
it sounds like a phonetic split
I mean,
of a French
I
word.
guess you could say calamay sounds French.
Yeah, but it should be spelled differently. Calamay sounds like the phonetic writing of the French word that ends in et.
Oh.
You see? Yeah.
Yeah,
Some
we
kind
are
of
aware that
bread.
Wrestler is still on the list. That was we've gone over that mistake, so we will see Wrestler again at some point. We'll just skip past.
I like the idea that you draw everyone twice and you give them a choice. Which group
That
do
would
you
be
want?
so chaotic, though.
It would be like a quantum superposition. Like both groups exist simultaneously. They have to collapse into one group.
Oh no, that
One
sounds
day.
far too complicated and that painful. But we will now get on into the next pick, and it's gonna be a new player, Sergeant Cheese.
Sergeant Cheese. Oh, another food. Come on, guys. It shouldn't be drawn yet. Sergeant Cheese.
Sergeant
Okay.
Cheese.
Do we have an
indeed.
explanation behind that name?
No, just
Wait a second.
wait.
There's a
second.
Lieutenant Hummus and a Sergeant Cheese?
Oh no, you're right.
Oh no.
We need these two to meet now.
Yeah.
It is a cheese with a Z. If that changes your opinion on anything.
Oh, well, in that case, it's not a real military rank.
Wait, it's the cheese with the Z, not the sergeant. Wait, what?
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, we're still fine.
What are you on about, Track? Let's get on into the next one. And as the wheel spins, how you think these groups are shaping up so far? We have Sonolator for our next one.
Let me see here. I think sergeants are higher than lieutenants. Yeah.
I'm glad that you have very developed thoughts on these groups so far.
Yeah, you knew what this was. You knew what you were getting. At this point, it's not even my fault anymore when I'm like this. It's everyone else's fault for knowing I'm like this and still inviting me.
I mean, see, when you say everyone else, you really mean me.
I mean you. Yeah,
because
you're
I'm the
pretty
only
much
one who does this with you. I'm the only one who invites you.
That's right.
Like that one friend who still invites you to the party.
Fool me twice. Shame on you.
All right. With our next choice, we're going to be getting to the last of our first picks. So this is Group H.
Wait, who was G?
That was Sonolator.
Oh, okay, I missed it. I was too busy looking up military ranks.
Next we have
I was
Tonal.
pretty sure, but I wanted to be sure.
Yeah.
You got who?
Tonal.
Tonal. Oh yeah, tonal.
Tonal. You know, I mean,
Tonal. Tonal.
they've said before that it's pronounced like kind of like toenail.
Kind of like toenail is just a phrase I don't care for. Yeah, a tonal. Just very smart, very cool chap. Releases a lot of
Toenail's
tools.
great.
Yeah, like gotta love anybody who advances the community tech like that and gives a bunch of it away. Like that's what it's all about.
Yes. I've loved all the action test leaderboards. Very fun.
I'm sure you have. I wonder why.
I couldn't tell you. It's just fun to me, you know.
You and Ryu duking it out, I assume.
Me and Corvus and Beanie really is the
Oh
on the
the test streams.
anyways. As far as competitive matches goes, it's a little bit
I was trying to remember whether or not you're right. I remember I thought there was a time where Corvus was had like a bunch of records on stream, but they hadn't translated to matches yet. Are they showing up more in matches now? Is it becoming?
I haven't checked that data, but
Corvus, let us know. Let us know how that's going. I remember that being a thing, the distinction between the two and the theorizing about whether or not it's certain things are replicable in a match because that's different psychologically and all that stuff.
Right.
I find it very fascinating.
Well, on to our second pick of Group H. This is going to be our first pick into a group that's already have someone. So who's joining Tonal? It's Grash.
Ooh, Grosh.
Doctor.
You forgot the honorific. Yeah. Come on, man.
I mean,
Doctor.
technically speaking, like the
Hey, he spent 8 years in SpyParty medical school for that. Come on.
Technically, he signed up as just Grash, but we all like to call him Dr. Grash.
Yeah. By the way, SpyParty Medical School, otherwise known as just pronouncing people dead immediately over and over and over again.
I mean,
no one's ever been saved from these shots.
The bullet? I mean, the bullet's pretty deadly. Like you get hit in the hat, and it's all over.
Yeah. He's like, what the? How the? Ugh. I hate this party. Wrestler is literally telling you in chat how to remove him.
I know. I just
hilarious. I love it. I love it.
Okay. So now we have whoever's joining our next group. It's gonna be Paratroopa joining in with Sarah
later. Some later.
Some later.
Some now, the rest later.
Yeah. I mean that's Paratroopa. Paratroopa, I feel like it tends to be pretty swingy. Has had extremely good results. I believe, I don't remember if it was last Summer Cup they won the Hedgehog Hotel Auxiliary Tournament, or if it was last Winter Cup where they won the Penguin Pool.
I want to say Penguin Pool, but yeah, don't quote me on that.
But Paratroopa, either way, has had extremely strong results. But sometimes can drop games to people you might not expect. So.
Well, there's a thing in sports that they call playing to the level of your opponent, which is to say when you play someone much better than you raise your game and you give them, a really competitive match or even win. And when you play someone worse than you play down and you play below your normal. That's a real thing sometimes.
I mean,
I've been
it was
on a lot of teams
always
like that.
kind of like Wodar's thing, right? Back when he played. Yep. So maybe
it's a real thing in real sports too.
Maybe she's the new Wodar.
Yeah, I'm just bummed wasn't in there with Sergeant Cheese because it's another kind of military thing. It's not a rank, but it's a military role.
I mean, unfortunately, we don't we don't have Lieutenant Hummus actually signed up for this particular cup.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Oh well.
Next up, we are going to spin to join. I mean, I actually can't see it while it's spinning, so I don't know who. I don't remember who's being joined here.
Oh, but the people, so the stream can see it more than you.
Well, the stream can't see it either, actually, but
they see some spinning.
We have Shimini, which is Simo.
Shimini. Oh,
so a new account, new name, but right, we're being joined. Sergeant Cheese is being joined.
Yes.
But it's we've had Shimini.
Passive voice, come on. Sergeant Cheese is being joined.
Look, I'm not trying to write a story here. I'm just I can passive voice edit all I want.
All right, fair enough.
When it's text.
I didn't realize that'd been a username change. Okay, cool.
All right.
Sometimes you can tell. You see someone writing something, and they're like, "I've never heard of this person." This seems very familiar. They seem very comfortable. So they might be somebody I already know.
Yeah, and you do. It's just a username change. Next up for Group E, it's gonna be joining Calame. So joining Calumet, it's gonna be spinning. And what do we really talk about while it's spinning? Because I feel like it's a little bit of an awkward silence. You know, we could fill out with something, but it's so hard.
If we had another 20 minutes post stream, obviously a drum sound effect.
Ah, yeah.
Obviously,
but drum sound effect. That would.
Barring that, nothing. We got nothing.
But we do have Yitterbijum for our joining Calumet in Group E.
Yitterbijum.
Yitterbijum.
Get her done. Yitterbijum. One of my favorite names of all time.
Yeah, just because it's how fun it is to say.
Yitterbijum. It's just fun. It's fun. It's difficult. A lot of names are difficult to say in an annoying way that's frustrating and difficult and upsetting. No, this is just fun because I feel like when you get it wrong, it's better.
Yeah, that is. It can.
Yeah.
It can be quite hilarious.
Let's see what vowels people shove in there in order to pronounce it. Like, is it Yitterbijum? Is it Itterbijum? Do they transmogrify the Y into an I, you know?
Right.
I don't know. Everyone's a little different.
That is true. Next up, we have Group D joining Wobble. We are going to spin this wheel.
I can't do drums. I can't do it. You're going to make your dog bark. That's what's going to happen.
No, he doesn't react to me. Ooh, I will say, this is Nandalus, but it was on the very edge of being yeesh.
Okay. Wait, your dog doesn't react to you?
He's very chill about people that are already in the house. If you're like, you know, walking in the door, he's like, yes.
Is that what the barking was earlier? Someone arrived?
I think that was a car, actually.
It was a car. Don't worry. He only barks when people arrive, or cars drive by, or birds fly by the window, or there's sunlight outside, or...
Yeah, pretty much.
He very famously said that, don't worry, dogs only bark on 2 occasions. When someone's at the door, and when no one's at the door. That's pretty much dog life.
Yeah, I almost typed in yeesh for Group D, but it actually is Nandalus. So Group C next is going to be joining Banana Bread. Whoever ends up here. Who could it be?
Banana spread and...
Banana spread. Ooh, this one was almost mini wreck, but rolled right over into Guggy. I mean, neither player you really want to see in your group, though.
Guggy, yes.
Guggy, once known as Bobby, 1376, if you need a reminder.
I always want to say Gucci, which is a retro art style. it's the retro futuristic stuff, kind of vaguely Falloutish, right? Is the Gucci art style, but no, apparently that's wrong. So I just think it wrong every time. Every single time.
Every single time. That's
single
just on you.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, Wrestler
in Group B, and we're gonna go on into the next choice. We've had some pretty strong names that haven't been drawn yet. We do have Nebula still floating around. We have Screwloose in there, and we have Hunu getting picked right now.
Hunu, interesting.
Yeah, it is an interesting. Group
These
are shaping up pretty solid so far.
Yeah, it really is. And I mean, a Group of Death is always fun, but I think it was the last draws we did for the Winter Cup. I think we remarked like it was the most even field we've ever had.
Yeah, I think that's true for sure. There were no true group of deaths back then. Now, of course, we still have 3 more players to draw for each group, for most of each groups.
There's still time.
Absolutely, still time. But now we have Group A. Who's to join Sauerkraut?
Do we have any other foods? I always root for the meme groups, of course.
The meme groups. The meme groups are important.
Yeah.
We have... Do you want to eat a hornet?
I don't, actually. It is summery, but
we have,
no,
we have
I
martini.
would...
And if you call catnip a food...
I mean, it is a food for cats, sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah.
We have beanie...
Logic, everything's a food because everything is eaten by something. So,
we have
beanie. I don't know.
Beanie?
Yeah.
Beans?
Beanie? I would say beanie would count as a food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Well, we'll hope for beanie with sauerkraut then. That's what we're going.
Beans and sauerkraut. Look, that's very Pittsburgh. It's not for me at all. But beans and sauerkraut, yeah.
It's Nebula.
Nebula in A.
Yeah, Nebula in A with sauerkraut. These are the.
Wow.
Nebula was begging in chat to be put into this group because this is. This is now the Dutch group, and no one else can say anything else.
Wow. Very cool. I'll take it. Not memey, but themey.
Yeah, I mean these two have played thousands upon like they regularly will play 100 game sets against each other.
This is gonna be so dumb, isn't it?
So if you want to have a good time watching a match of SpyParty, look out for the group match between these two, because that's gonna go way deep in the Yomi.
Yeah, go way back and watch all those Pwn Noob Falcon hit matches where the Spy gets low lit the first 5 games or something. Like just the insanity of the head-to-head meta. I love it.
Yeah, that's great. That's absolutely wonderful. All right, so next up we are going to spin again for another Group A entrant, which is shaping up to be an incredibly difficult group already with just the first two. So I'm hoping for Rov, honestly. That would be funny. I'm also worried about the fact that I haven't been picked yet.
Yeah.
Oh, Lavanuke. Lavanuke is the unfortunate... the unfortunate soul who has to step into this group. But, you know, maybe in stepping in, they'll be stepping up as well.
Yes, indeed. Let me see. Lava Nuke. Got it. That's a big one. It's a big one. Lava Nuke. I always say it Lava Nuke, but, you know.
Lava Nuke?
Lava Nuke.
that sounds very dramatic.
It's a little much. How can we make this nuke more deadly? It'll
lava.
Drop lava. Okay, I don't think that's going to work, but good luck.
Alright, well, I mean, now we have Wrestler and Hunu in Group B going to be joined by our next pick here. Spinning the wheel. We don't have a drum roll, unfortunately, but we do have martinis. That's fun. Martini has been destroying dailies.
Pathing nonsense, right?
Yeah, pathing master, as people. The meme is Martini shoots for that on any pathing thing ever. So.
There's always a couple in every generation of players. Just naturally. There's like an equilibrium, right? If no one's doing it, a few people realize they can exploit it. Once a few people do it, it's almost like that role is filled and other people don't. It's like, but there's always a few at any given time. Right.
And, I do think that the pathing style does have a somewhat advantage in dailies.
Absolutely.
Because they're replays, right? You don't have a spy that's actively looking at their pathing because they know they're facing a pathing sniper.
Exactly.
However, the fact alone that Martini has multiple times 8 out of 8 level 7 replays, that's nothing to be sniffed at, even if they are slightly advantaged in their style there. So I'm really excited to see Martini, go far in this cup, honestly.
Yes. No, I agree. You obviously you want to take a little something off that, but not too much. It's impressive to be able to do regardless.
Exactly. Now on to Group C, Banana Bread Guggy. Let's see who is going to be joining them. Spin the wheel. And it's going to be... Oh, we got another new name. It's Hornet.
Hornet. There we go.
Hornet indeed.
Well, I mean, you kind of called it. You said, would you like to eat a hornet? And here they are in Banana Bread's group.
Yeah, true. And, new player, so hard to tell exactly where they're going to be at. I mean, I think generally we're all going to be expecting them to be a bit of an underdog in this group, but we have seen breakout players in their first competitions just come in and slam everybody. So
yeah,
it's not impossible, and I'd love to see that happen.
Stinging everybody, maybe?
Stinging everybody? Yeah, fair enough.
It's summary. Bugs. Bugs is summary.
Yeah, there lots of hornets nest around right now, huh? They're more like wasps, really, I suppose.
Yeah, and we're getting a lot of gnats and moths and all that.
Gnats are no fun. Good thing
we do get fireflies here, though. We get fireflies. It's lovely.
Oh, I love fireflies.
They're the best.
But
I had a friend visit from California. I gotta tell this though. I had a friend visit from California, and he had never seen one in his life, and he literally cried. He was like, "This is beautiful. This is amazing. They're a miracle." It was lovely.
Yeah. Fireflies are really just kind of nice. Very evocative of like summer nights as a kid to me.
Yeah, we used to put them in jars and all that, and it was very cool.
Oh, yeah. Well, on to Group D. After this tangent about fireflies, Wobble and Nandalus need to be joined by someone. And who that someone is going to be is going to be decided by this
Is it
next
going to be
spin.
you? Is it going to be you?
Look, I don't have that kind of power, alright? I just spin the wheel. I just click the button.
Are you implying you would want to be? Is that what you're saying?
One hopping bunny, another relatively new face to the community. So lots of the newer players being drawn out early and into different groups.
Yeah, which, I mean, I don't know if I like that or not, right? Like, it is kind of fun to think of all the new players in one group, because it becomes automatically the least predictable group. But there's an argument to be made either way to have them kind of spread out.
Yeah. Lots of different experience levels in each group.
Yeah, cool upsets are not possible otherwise, right? Like, that's something we used to say all the time about the early SEL seasons versus the Cups, is that Cups made cool, interesting upsets possible because you'd throw these players at different skill levels together. Whereas if you did have a bunch of new people in one group, whoever emerged from it, you go, maybe they're good, or maybe they just beat a bunch of other new people. And, now, if any of them do emerge, you're going to say, well, they emerged over some known quantities.
Yeah, like C-Rams, in our last Cup. Actually, C-Rams is signed up for this one, so...
Ooh, I know. C-Rams and I, we like to talk shop a little bit, actually.
C-Rams has done the same to me. Just been like, hey, got any advice? Got any...
Yeah, C-Rams loves to study the opponent, works really, really hard, and I admire and support that whenever I can.
Yeah, absolutely. Group E, Kalame and Yerbijum are the people in that group so far. Let's see who's going to be next up. I've lost my cursor. I don't know where it is. I can't... I don't know why it's not visible to me.
You've lost your cursor.
It's not visible to me. I don't know why.
It's not lost. I just can't see it, and I don't know where it is.
I mean, I can see it hovering over things. Why can't I see my cursor? Let me spin the wheel.
How is that mistake even possible? I don't understand.
I don't... What is gone? What is...
If you have seen Hopi's cursor, please call this number.
Okay, it's back. I just had to... I did Control-Delete to go to the Windows thing. Alright. That was strange. Now let's spin the wheel.
I mean, it's a shame you didn't want me to vamp about fireflies there for a couple minutes. I could have done it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's Yosh.
Yosh, isn't it?
I think it's Yosh.
I mean, I want to say Yosh because we all want to say Yoshi because this is a gamer
maybe
community.
it's Yosh. I don't know.
Maybe it's Yoshi too. Maybe we've been saying all of them wrong.
There's an invisible eye there. Is that that what you're saying? I see.
Yeah. Yosh.
All right.
I think recently did a 24-hour stream.
Yes. That is that's impressive endurance right there.
It's legit. I assume there were a couple breaks, but nothing major, I think.
Yosh like Josh, it says chat. Okay, so I think you were right then.
So. Yeah. It happens occasionally.
Yosh says Yosh like Yosh, which makes a lot of sense. Potato, right?
Yeah, potato, and it's like, who the hell says potato? No one says tomato either. This is nonsense.
All right, on to our next pick. I didn't check who's in the group that's up next, but I'm sure you can tell me as we spin the wheel.
Sergeant Cheese and the artist formerly known as Simo.
Ah, very good. We have Lev T.
See, that's a name change I can understand.
Yeah. I think you realized who that was.
I realized who that was, and also it's like, you know what? People are misspelling this and mispronouncing this quite a bit, so let's just make it easy on everybody.
Just make it Lev
I
T,
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Masters appreciate that, right? You make our job easier. Thanks, Lev.
Thanks, Lev.
What a bro.
Friend to all casters.
Yes.
And I think so far the favorite in this group, obviously we have Sergeant Cheese as a new player. Shimuni is not new, but is, I think there are some people who have outsized interaction with the community for the amount of games they play.
Yes.
And Shimuni is definitely one of them. Has done a lot of really amazing stuff in the community. Art, all the art you've been, you mentioned that.
Yeah. And a lot of theory.
That's right.
But you get a lot of theory, and when the execution catches up to it, those kind of players can get quite good.
Yeah. But I don't think Shimuni has quite as many games as Lev does under their belt. So Lev, I think, so far, a bit of a favorite in this group, but of course, when we say favorite, yeah, you know, it's 4 matches, right?
Right, it doesn't
Anything
take
can
much.
happen in 4 matches.
Upsets are particularly likely in this format, and again, that's what's great about the cups.
Yeah, yeah, that is what is lovely about these cups. Next up, we have Group G with Sunlighter and Paratroopa.
Hmm.
And next one, going into that group, again, we have quite a few scary names. You know, Popke signed up for this one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And speaking of scary names and speaking of new players, we have C-Rams as our next
Hey,
choice.
there we go.
Into Group G.
I'm just saying, by the way, I help anybody who asks. I
Yeah,
don't play favorites.
it's true.
Just saying.
It's true.
Whenever I'm able.
You know, you and I both know that I came to you for stats and advice a lot when I was first getting into the game a lot, you know. So
I love talking shop, and CRAM loves talking shop, and I think they've done it to pull off some pretty big upsets in
does
the
she
early going.
really have 8K on the leaderboard? I thought that was a lot less, but fair enough. Maybe
That's how
I'm
it
wrong
happens,
with
man.
my assessment about Lev being the favorite there then.
A lot, it adds up.
Yeah, yeah. Next up, we have Group H with Tonil and Grash. We're going to draw 2 people into this group in a row. So
Yep.
this is almost going to be rounding out in the entirety of Group H with just these next 2 spins. Here we go. It's already a pretty foreboding group, but this could get really difficult really quick.
While you're spinning, I'm just going to say I'm really surprised nobody calls CRAMs crams.
Crams.
You know, that seems like a natural thing to do, even as a joke, and no one does.
Well, we have
out
Catnip
there.
as our first spin on into this group.
There we go. Toenail, Grosh, Catnip. Again, not a food. I'm deciding not a food.
Okay, we've decided that catnip is not a food.
Definitely an animal group, even though catnip is just for animals. But
Yeah,
come on,
yeah.
like we can't be that picky, or we'd never have memes.
True enough. I mean, you know, we do have sauerkraut, which is just a food, right? So like,
Yeah, it's just straight up. Like there's no, you don't have to do anything there.
yeah. Well, I mean, let's get. I guess. I mean, we can really reevaluate Group H after we get the next one in.
Yeah.
And that is going to be as I spin the wheel. Oh, it was almost me, but it's actually Meteorek. So this is a very scary group.
Ooh, yeah. Look at that. Oh boy, that's rounding out nicely. I mean, it's still got
Indeed.
one more to go. It's going to be pretty formidable regardless. But if you get one more name in there, it gets real big.
Catnip, very long time player. Hasn't participated too much recently, but is back. And you know those veterans can come back and they got SpyParty in their bones. Right?
Yeah, especially cups. You know the format. You never know.
Yes. So it's very exciting to see, and of course Meteorek very strong, has done very well, placed very well in a lot of tournaments. Tonil and Grash have. I don't know if they have necessarily any high placing finishes, but both of their play impresses me when I just watch it. It's kind of like an eye test thing, personally.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
always good to see. Now back to Group G as we snake our way back. Sooner or later, Paratroopa C-Rams, crayons.
Yeah.
Crayons?
Crayon.
I'm really stretching now.
I will say though, H and A, they're the only things close to groups of death, and H needs one more big name at least. A
Yeah.
needs a couple. So,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
right now, there's not even like an obvious candidate like this is shaping up to be. Like those are the only ones that are kind of close, I think.
Here we go for our next spin. Next spin, ooh, Verdress. But again,
Okay.
we're getting to the point where there's a lot of like strong players who have not been picked, and I keep seeing them coming up in the wheel, and they don't
Yeah.
quite get there. You know, we still have Yeesh, we still have Pofke, we still have Rav, right?
I mean, it's almost like this was set up to be dramatic with all the big names going at the end, or a lot of
What?
them at least.
No.
It's almost like that.
No, I don't have that power. I just click the button.
You don't have that power.
I don't have that power.
I don't know. It's funny because now, how many years in a row, how many tournaments in a row have you done the little paper hat thing? A whole bunch, right? Why is this different? Very interesting. Suddenly we have a technological solution, a hackable
I mean,
solution.
theoretically, I would have more power with the paper hat.
Okay. All right.
I
I'm
see-
sure it's
I-
total
I- I see
coincidence.
your
Total
glance.
Coincidence. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get on to the next group. It's going to be Group F next. After drawing Verdress into Group F.
Yep, cheese,
There's a group.
menu,
Right.
and levity.
Oh, oh, it's me. It's me.
Me.
Me. It's Opie Wrights.
M.E.
M.
Never heard of them. All right. Okay.
That is.
When Lev breaks animation, you better catch it.
Uh.
It was just a running joke back in the day about like Lev would play people who didn't care about that
Right.
or didn't notice it and just like go buck wild and just be like, whatever, they don't notice. Which is true. If you can get away with it, sure. But yeah,
I mean,
it'd be fun.
honestly, I feel like I dodged a few bullets. There are definitely some groups that have Nebula in them, you know, or Meaning Wreck in them.
Yeah, there's one
basically,
more in the chamber,
basically A and H I dodged.
Yep, but let's just see. One more name's coming.
I suppose there's one more name coming. That could be terrifying.
I just realized though, Group F, by virtue of being Group F, automatically Group of Death.
Pay respects.
Press F. Press F. There we go.
All right, well, on to Group E with Kalame, Yitterbijum, and Yosh.
Actually, Press F to pay respects has played before, so I'm really annoyed they're not in this, and I'm annoyed they didn't end up in Group F.
That's right. We did have a player under that name, didn't we?
Yeah. One of the funniest moments in video game history, and there are a lot.
Ooh, not quite yeesh, but I coved.
I could not tell you. Ico. I mean, we almost had 3 Y names there, actually.
That's true. That's true. That would have been a very.
Aren't there only 3 in the entire pool?
Maybe.
That would have been weird if they all ended up in the same group.
Yeah, suspicious, huh?
I'm trying
but
to.
They didn't.
Yeah.
So.
Trying to. They didn't. But they didn't. That's what you don't do that, so you have deniability at the end.
Exactly.
Like if I were really rigging this, clearly
well,
it would have been the
Yeesh still could go in this group.
That's true. I'm hoping for it now.
Well, on to Group D, we have Wobble, Nandalus, One Hopping Bunny. They are going to be joined by...
I think like Wobble and One Hopping Bunny, there's a little connection there.
Yeah, a little bit of alliteration.
Yeah, and also just, while they're hopping, they're wobbling.
In June, perhaps, because that is June coming up next.
Very summery.
Very summery. June, we love June for the summer. And now, I mean, June has to win this cup, right? It's the only thing allowed.
I think it's the rule. I mean, the cup is starting in July, but
Look, don't worry about it.
It's close enough.
June's still summer.
It's close enough for SpyParty work, as they say.
All right, Group C. C, who joins them.
So mad. So mad. Banana spread, Gucci, Hornet, Googie. Sorry, I did it.
I love that you keep
it.
saying banana spread.
Yep, and I keep saying Gucci too, but that part is not on purpose.
This time it's actually yeesh though, so no triple Y.
Oh, there we go.
We have some big names coming in quick. Lots of them all at once here.
Yep. I mean, that's pretty much all that's left, right? So.
Yeah. There are just a lot of big names.
All right.
Yeesh.
That's an interesting one. There's some chat going on.
I saw the chat.
There's some chat.
Would you like to read out the chat
right
for the
now.
stream for those who can't see it?
Guggy saying Yeesh is washed.
Ooh, big claims from Guggy. I'm not. I mean, that's what makes things interesting, right?
Famous last words.
All right, on to Group B: Wrestler, Hunu, and Martini. Gonna be joined by whoever gets rolled out next. And it's gonna be Koopa.
I can't pronounce your name. I just choose not to.
Koopa is our next one into Group B.
I always want Koopa and Paratroopa to be in the same, but nope.
Yeah,
not gonna happen.
It hasn't happened yet, but one of these days, we will, maybe 50 years into SpyParty's future, Summer Cup, 2052, the longest running competition in SpyParty history.
Where literally everybody will have had a username change, and I just can't keep track of it anymore. I'll have changed my name and forgotten I did it.
All right. Well, now we're on to Group A, which is so far our potential.
We're gonna finish Group A right here, aren't we?
We're finishing up Group A. This is the first group that will be finished with our next two spins, and this could be dangerous. This could be our group of death. We do already have Sauerkraut and Nebula in there. Lava Nuke, no slouch either.
If you get two real strong players here, I think you could say it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're obviously not gonna have like. It's pretty obvious at this point, though. There's not going to be any one like comically ridiculous group.
Yeah, that's true.
All
right. 1 out of 9. Who goes in there? Well, I mean, 1 out of 9 plus 1 out of 8, whatever those odds are.
Is your dog cooking in the background
now? No, my dog is not cooking.
What a shame.
But we do have we do have Beanie. Wait, didn't we draw Beanie already?
No.
Forget to.
No, we talked about Beanie.
We talked about Beanie, that's right.
Yes,
well, Beanie's going in there, and Beanie has made it to semifinals before in these cups.
Yes.
So this is a good name to put into a group of death. That's for sure.
Yeah. Actually, let me look that up. Beanie was in the semifinals of the Summer Cup against Legorf.
Yeah, against Legorf, who ended up winning that Summer Cup. Yeah.
It was not a lopsided match either.
Yeah, it was very close.
Very narrowly in the bracket stage in the Winter Cup before that. So pretty good little run for Beanie.
For sure. All right, now we have 8 people left on the spinner. We have Scout, Adafeyesh, Povki, Strulus, Rov, Roxo, Damsquib, and Gabriel. Like that's like I would say at least half of those names are terrifying.
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough group. We know for
half
sure.
Those names, if not more.
We're not gonna say which half. That'd be rude. No, but right, like this is the odds are very good that this is gonna be a very tough group now.
Yeah,
no matter what
we're spinning it. We're spinning it. It's gonna come up on Damsquib just barely.
Nice. Yep.
It was about to be Roxo, which would have kind of felt Roxo.
Yeah.
Because Roxo is a new player.
Pretty good. Pretty good little group there.
Yeah,
boy, that's going to be fun.
Not bad at all.
And I believe, you can confirm because everyone asks this immediately. 3 people coming out of each group, right?
3 people, top 2, top player getting a bye to round of 16. Right. Well, we have round of 24 between.
That creates a lot of interesting scenarios because it's very common for there to be 2 experienced players in a group. It's way less common for there to be 3, right? So when you have 3 people advance, you get a lot more drama about who's going to take that 3rd spot if no major upset occurs.
Yeah, absolutely. Group B, we're rounding it out here with our next spin of the wheel. After Damsquib, again, only 7 left. Let's spin it. Adafeyesh. It's Adafeyesh. That's it. Adafeyesh is scary. Adafeyesh has beaten me before in a competitive match and has a lot of quite strong results.
When was that?
That was a mix and match. That was mix and match.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Okay, Group C. Banana spread. Guggy, apparently. Hornet and Yeesh.
Yeah. That could end up.
There's a lot of big names still.
We still have Povki, Skrillus, and Rov. I thought they would be gone. I don't want to stop. Get them picked before they get to my group, please.
The odds are not looking good, my friend. Pretty likely you're gonna get someone.
Oh, it's Roxo into this one.
Roxo.
Another new player.
I mean, you could do worse, Roxo.
Yeah.
Look, none of these were gonna be easy. They were all gonna be tough on you if you're newer, but you could have done worse.
Okay, well I can't remove all of the strongest names, the scariest names before I get to my group. There's only 2 left before them.
Yeah,
so
you're gonna.
I gotta dodge it.
Right. There's 5 groups left and 3 names you're specifically trying to avoid. The odds aren't great. It's not looking great. Especially if one of them doesn't get picked here, then you're in big trouble.
Oh, for sure. All right.
You better hope one of them pops up right now into Group D with Wobble, Nan, One Hopping Bunny, and June.
Okay. Well, next up we have only 5 people left to pick. Who's it gonna be?
Who's it gonna be?
It's Scout. Whew.
Scout. Whew.
Whew.
Rude.
What?
Rude.
What do you mean rude?
No. Scout. So wait, Scout. Scout joins June. One hopping
June,
bunny.
one hopping bunny, and Angelus and Wobble.
There we go.
And I'm glad to see that name gone because I think Scout's a favorite in that group.
Nice. So you don't.
But that means that doesn't mean that Rob and Popke are still in this.
Yeah. You're in trouble.
Which, by the way, I already have to face them in SEL. Come on, just
look, guys. I mean, like you're all facing a very experienced player now. There's 4 slots left. The 3 you mentioned and Gabriel. So like everyone's in trouble to one degree or another here.
I spelled the name wrong. There's an H there.
There is.
There's an H in Adafayesh. Last I checked. The whole chat is doing this.
Just write Ada. Like it's fine.
Did I messed it up again, didn't I?
This isn't a birth certificate. It's
oh
just
no, I messed up the spelling
who.
again. I need to get it right. No, this is important to me now.
I think it's getting worse.
No, wait, did I get it? No, I got it right this time. I got it right this time. No, I got it right.
Is that a pound sign?
What?
Why are there numbers in it? Yeah. Good stuff.
All right. Well, now we have just Pofke, Screwloose, Rob, and Gabriel.
Fun. Going into E, Calumet, Iterbejum, Yosh, and Ikov. I don't know.
Oh, it's Screwloose.
One of those
Screwloose is our next pick.
Screwloose.
Yep.
All I know is the previous Ikot. One of those letters is probably not pronounced. I just don't know which one it is.
Oh no.
One of those
I'm
is
so
silent.
concerned. I thought they would all be gone by now.
Nope. You're in big trouble now.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Do you want to call it? Do you want to predict it? It's only a 1 in 3, so it's not super impressive, but you know.
I don't want to believe it, but I feel like I'm gonna get Rob in this group.
You feel like you're gonna get Rob?
That's just how I feel right now. This is like I don't want this, but really I don't want any of these.
I think Popke's a little more likely, even though they have statistically the exact same likelihood.
Oh, I'm terrified. Spin the wheel. Who's in my group?
Go. Spin the wheel. Russian roulette style also involves spinning the wheel.
I told you, it's gonna be Rob.
Is it done?
Rob.
It's done? It's Rob? Okay. Ev, Opie, Rav, Cheese, Shinumi.
Oh
wow.
No. What have I done?
Pofke and Gabriel, and then there were 2.
I can't believe this.
That's gonna okay. That's a bit of a group.
I thought I was like, yeah, I'm doing great. But then Rob just got dropped into my group.
Into your group, into your lap, into your life.
Rob won the last cup, in Winter Cup.
Yeah.
So.
Over who? Who was that?
Over Legorv, I believe, of all people.
When did you lose?
Semifinals.
Oh, right.
To Legorv.
Fair. It happens, man. Can't win them all.
Yeah.
Corvus,
it is the same bracket sorting as Winter Cup, if people are wondering. It is the exact
You're taking
same
this really hard from the sound of things. That was quite a sigh you unleashed.
Rob is quite possibly the scariest name on this list as in terms of like the current form.
Yeah, all right. Okay, it's Pofke and Gabriel into one of these 2 groups.
Yeah,
Group G is Somnolator, Paratroopa, C-Rams, and Verdress. And
who's it gonna be?
You tell me. You have possession of the wheel.
It's Gabriel.
It's Gabriel, and that means.
So we are gonna spin the wheel one more time for Pofke. Don't worry. We got him.
The whole system is called into question.
Yeah, like Pofke, you're gonna get your spin. Don't worry.
There we go. So Tonil, Grosh, Catnip, Minioric, Pofke. That's a.
That's it. That Group H is a pretty deathy group too.
That kind of snuck up on us a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
We were so preoccupied with my own personal struggles.
Yes, you're so preoccupied. Oh man, so preoccupied with all that Rav drama.
I've lost my cursor again. I don't know how this keeps happening. But
I would keep a backup cursor on your desk.
All right, we spin the wheel. Who's it gonna be?
It's gonna be. Oh, you're still doing that? Okay, he's really doing that.
You gotta spin the wheel one last time. It's important. Pofke needs to feel special too.
Is it really a spin? Like it just says Pofke the whole time, you know?
Yeah, it's Pofke the whole time.
And it's
Absolutely correct.
Pofke the whole time / Steam. There we go. All right, it is officially now. It wasn't official before.
Yes.
Now it's all officially official.
It's all officially official that Pofke.
Yes.
Oh, and another fun thing is that Group A and Group H will meet each other in knockout stage.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So what you're really saying is that you could meet Yeesh in the knockout stage, or Guggy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess that's what I'm saying, and I hate it.
Yeesh is that group is your sister city. Yeah. Have fun.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. Not. So, as always, Truck, I'm gonna try to bait you into giving some predictions.
Nope. I don't fish.
You know? Yeah.
I don't fish. No.
I
will
get
just
you
say
to swing at some at some wild pitches?
baseball.
Baseball.
No, I won't. I won't do it. Because all I end up doing is saying like, well, this person has won a lot, so therefore they're good, and therefore they will win.
How about we go through and you give me third place for each group?
Third place for each group.
Third place for each group.
I'm thinking maybe we should both look through and just figure out like what's our one little hot take, what's our one little dark horse.
One little hot take, sure. We can do one little hot take.
Or anything that stands out to you, because otherwise you're like going through the motions, right? You're almost going like game count.
Yeah.
Right, like the game count overlap of predictions is like 90% automatically, just cause, and that's fine. Like if you were just like, if your life depended on it, that's what you would bet. So it's not super interesting because a lot of it's just like rote. So let's see here. Yeah, let's see. Group A, Sauerkraut, Nebula, Beanie. That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I don't think anything seems too dramatic there either way. Group H is really hard to predict now that I'm really looking at it. What was that?
Found it.
You found it? Okay, you go first.
C-Rams is going to get first in Group G.
Whoa! Okay, I see it. Yeah, I gotcha. There's not like an overwhelming favorite there, right? There's a lot of players that I'd say with similar skill levels. I like that a lot. Huh. Okay. How about this? Oh. Oh, this is really tough. This is really
telling me
tough.
that's not a hot take. Guggy is also telling me it's mild, so I'm fine. I'll find something new. But you know, I felt like people would favor Para in that group.
It's gotta be real hot. It's got to be like as hot as a lava nuke. Okay. Hot
How
take.
about Lava Nuke getting past groups? Because Lava Nuke in chat is saying I'm gonna get fifth.
Oh, I see. No, I believe them. Okay, Lava Nuke, you're right. I trust you. I don't know if that's true or not. Wow, this is really tough. These are good groups.
I agree. These are good groups.
Let me see
how about,
here.
Banana Bread first in Group C over Yeesh.
That's what I was wondering. I was wondering if I want to go hot enough with that. But I feel like Yeesh had a disappointing group stage couple recently, and I feel like that can only happen so many times before the Rocky montage music kicks in. Like with someone like Yeesh at this point, it's like, do they want to put in that time? Do they want to get immersed in the game again? And if they do, they're going to be really good, right? The only way they're not going to get first in this group probably is if they don't take it seriously enough, right? Which is a thing. I get it. People play casually, fine. I feel like because there've been a couple of those, a couple tournaments in a row where Yeesh has not made it very far, hasn't made it very far in the knockout brackets. I feel like at a certain point Yeesh is going to say, okay, that's enough. I'm Yeesh, and. Feel like we're coming up on that point, so that's why I hesitated earlier to make that exact prediction. Actually, you read my mind.
We could also maybe get some hot takes. Would it be a hot take to say Ico will win their group stage match versus Screwloose?
I was wondering if you're going to take a shot at Screwloose or not. Yeah, I don't know.
I play Screwloose later tonight, so for SEO.
Oh, bulletin board material, as they call it. I like that. Yes, that is a hot take. Just a new player against a player that established. Absolutely. I don't see any hot takes, for your group really. Just three big names.
Hot take: I win the group.
I mean, I could easily see either one of you. Like it's gonna be like that one you had in Summer Cups with Dowsy or whatever, right? Where it came down to like triple tiebreak. It's gonna be one of those.
Yeah, that was a ridiculous tiebreak scenario.
I see a lot of like rock paper scissors here, and that's not worth predicting, right? It's going to come down to spy wins or whatever
Yeah.
the specific tiebreak is.
Hold on, you
I
gotta
like
go
to see
edit the
Rim's
tie
prediction.
rules to favor me, right? Is that?
Yeah, yeah. Uh, okay. Because I think he will take it in the spirit in which it's intended and not as any disrespect, because I think he's tremendous. I think Pofke's gonna struggle to get out of H, like maybe third,
Ooh. Okay.
like maybe
Okay.
third, right? I still think probably gonna get there because Pofke's tremendous, but we've seen that same variation of quality, kind of like that I alluded to, depending on how much he plays, and sometimes he's really good, and sometimes he's not himself. And I feel like Grosh is hungry, Minioric's hungry, Tonal's hungry, and it would not shock me if we get an upset there. So I think yeah, Pofke maybe second, third. Yeah, maybe a tough road there. I
Fair
just
enough.
think there's some scary names in that group that are ready to surprise some people. That's all.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting take.
It's
I hold
tops. I mean,
Pofke in really high regard, but
I do too.
I like that take as a hot take.
Yes, let's be clear. Like we're deliberately looking for things that we would not bet money on, but that we would be less uncomfortable betting money on than all the other ridiculous things,
Right.
right? We're just finding little slivers of things that might be things, and going with the hot takes. That's my hot take,
All
even
right.
though he could make me look very, very silly. He's done it before.
Oh, he's done it to me before too.
Yes,
In game is what I mean
in
by
game.
that. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Well, I think that is everything we have for this stream. Thank you, Track, for joining me.
Yeah, hang
As
on,
always,
one more thing.
it's always,
There
always,
we
always
go.
a pleasure.
I do have eyes. Here we are. Here they
Oh
are.
my goodness, eyes, you.
It is a pleasure. I appreciate being invited, and I always have fun doing these. And at this point, like if you ever did dramatically increase the production quality, I think I would refuse to do them. I think at this point, it is a tradition unto itself. I'm particularly a fan of the "I have no idea how much space text is going to take up" thing,
Look, don't worry about it.
or whatever. Big ass H, Yeah.
Yeah. Text
Yeah.
text makes no sense. Okay.
Text makes no sense from the man literally named Opie Writes. Good luck with that. Good luck
Yeah.
with that.
All right. Well, streams for Summer Cup should start up next weekend as long as people start playing their matches. There is no defined order in which you have to play them. You just have to play them within the next month. It's 4 weeks. 4 weeks.
I like it. I think that's a
So-
really cool innovation from a couple of cups ago, right? And I like it. I like it.
So you have until August the 7th for all of your group stage matches. And we are going to be keeping a strict schedule, folks. We don't want to run into SMC, which is happening
Yeah.
pretty much
We
directly
meet next
after
time.
Summer Cup.
We meet it this time.
Hey, we got an okay schedule going down in Winter Cup last
Yes,
time.
yes,
So.
you did. You did. I was shocked. I was amazed. This community is tough to wrangle.
All right. Well, hopefully I can do it again because we definitely do not have the time to dally this time around because SMC SpyParty Masters Championship is around the corner, and this is a qualifying event. And whoever wins this is going to be in SMC no matter what. Like it doesn't
Yeah,
matter what
right.
else they've done throughout the year. If you win Summer Cup, you
Yes.
are in fact one of the top 4 seeds.
Automatically, right?
Automatically.
It's because look at the field, right? Whoever
Yeah.
wins it is going to earn that seed.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, thank you, Track, for being here. Thank you, everybody, for coming out to watch. I will have the challenge link for the Summer Cup up soon enough. Once I get Minirek to do it for me, basically.
I will have the link up when the other person gets me the link. I like it.
And you can start playing your matches. I'm excited to see what results start coming out of these groups.
Yeah, have fun and have a good summer, everybody.
With that, enjoy the heat. Unless you're in the southern hemisphere, then don't.
Good luck.
I guess.
Yeah, don't.
All right, everybody, have a nice evening.